What's up? It's Big Carolina 252, and I'm back with another review for you. So I seen that my most dangerous North Carolina video in Raleigh's kind of doing numbers, and a lot of people got eyes against it. And hey, y'all got the right to feel how y'all feel, because some of y'all lived in Raleigh longer than me. But me speaking on it is my aspect of just what I seen, what I noticed, and frankly, somebody else feeling the same exact way because of the ratings and the people responding back. But I understand how y'all feel about it if you think otherwise, because you're in a more dangerous area. But one thing about North Carolina, there's so many small towns, everybody think they know what's going on, or it's the same everywhere because of their town, and it's not. Trust me, I'd have been in foster homes all over North Carolina, so I know what I'm talking about. I done literally live all over the state. I'm not just no internet guy to just get online. I'm not no young nigga either. I'm an old grown ass man that moved around. So that being said, I like when everybody respond, because it give me my perspective on how to come with my game sharper to make sure I'm seeing everybody's point of view. But everybody fully agreed when I speak on Rocky.
In 2 miles, keep right to merge onto I-540 toward Wake Forest.
Like, oh, you know what you're talking about with that. And I was gonna continue my part 2 of how to survive in one of the most dangerous cities in America, in Rocky Mount. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with that. But first, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. So I was telling y'all on the last episode how I was hanging with my cousin's boyfriend. He had me out here doing a lot of crazy stuff. But once I started having like a friend group of my own in Rocky Mount, just like moving around and stuff, I linked up with one of my old friends from high school named Tommy. And Tommy was a cool dude. He was more like on some rock type dressing, you know what I'm saying, wear the piercings and all that colorful hair and stuff. And he was a cool dude, I ain't gonna lie. But just moving around in Rocky Mount with him, I started to notice that, like, he's one of those guys in a city like that. If you're in one of those real dangerous, I'm gonna speak about it. If you in Chicago, right, and you know they got GDs, BDs, Vice Lords, and everything else. If you somebody like a Juice WRLD or a Famous Dex, like, even though Famous Dex like in the game, you a Juice WRLD or Famous Dex, you kind of get just overlooked a lot. You know what I'm saying? You kind of get overlooked. Like, it's like, he ain't really directly in all boom, boom, boom. So that's kind of how we was. I like to call it ghosts. Like, we're just ghosts in the city of Rocky Mount. The people won't look for us. But at the same time, the ones that was in the streets, yeah, the 93 Bloods, I hope I'm saying it right. The 93 Bloods, they had a little subgroup, big ass subgroup called GHT. And they basically was like the ones up under them next in line. And then the 83 Crips, I hope I'm saying that right, they had a group called Trill Gang. And that time it's like the younger generation that's like up and coming, and those kids was literally like, if you seen the movie City of Gods, that's literally Rocky Mount, where these kids would step on you at birth.
Stay in the second or third lane from right.
Birth behind this gang shit, because they were born into it. Like, these boys would blow your head off and go play they fucking video games and be fully aware of everything they did and be okay with it. That's when it's scary. So my boy down south Rocky Mount, and I'm also from there, like, while I was born. Now, the area I was born and grew up in for a little bit, but I'm living in Armstrong. Armstrong is the Trill Gang area at the time, and down south is the GHT area at the time. And as well as grown men dying, it's kids dying in the midst of this beef. It's 13, 14-year-old kids, and, you know what I'm saying, grown men of all ages dying. So this ain't no play around type of time. This 2013. My boy Tommy, he on some stuff where he like, yo, let's go walk around my area. And we go over there to meet up with one of his friends named Casey. Casey like this big, muscular, Hispanic dude, and he from California. He ain't on no crazy stuff, but Cali people, they bleed that energy of like, you play with me, you gotta stand on respect. And that was him. And he'll punch in your head and punch you dizzy. So they explained to me that the day before, sitting in one of their homegirls' house, 3 little young dudes came riding by, bumping music on their cell phone, bumping Waka Flocka, riding on bikes. They was riding by talking shit, and they kind of got into them, but it didn't go that far. So just be on alert. Once they told me that, I immediately want to go home. Like, fuck that. Why am I even around these niggas for? But you know why I'm here now. We kicking it, chilling. As I kicking it, chilling, smoking, I hear a cell phone, and I hear voices laughing and joking, and I see 3 bikes come up the street. This point of time, I'm like, bro, these have to be these guys. This literally have to be these guys. There's no other way around it. I'm righter than a motherfucker. It's these guys. So now my thing is, watch the room.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right to merge onto I-540 toward Wake Forest.
He was low-key popping shit. Like, I ain't worried about it. Boom, 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 boom. And Casey was on the same tight time. He won't pop his shit. He's like, bro, I'm gonna stand on business. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm like, hey, whatever go along with it, I'm out here. So the young guys get further up the street.
Keep right, then keep left to merge onto I-540 east toward Wake Forest.
Let them guns sound. But they singing it and they kind of like watching.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left to merge onto I-540 east.
Taking song lyrics out to be funny. You know what I'm saying? It's on some tight time like that. So the dude Casey, like I said, he from California. He done seen all type of banging. He ain't trying to hear that shit. So he hop off the porch like, man, what the fuck you say? Dude like, bro, why I can't ride through my hood and bump my music without niggas wanting to fuck with me? This kid had to be about 15 years old. I'm about 18. Tommy about 20. And Casey is about 18, 19. So we all around the same age, but these young boys about 15, 14. And this one is like 11 years old. I'm gonna get to that. So he like, why I can't ride through my hood without niggas popping shit? Boom, 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 boom. So him and Casey is arguing. So one of the boys, he just so popping shit. He like, yo, you heard about that shooting in the Golden East Mall? Nigga, that was me. Woo, woo, woo. And then Casey laughing because the kid is trying to like earn his stripes. But at the same time,
in about 1.5 miles, take exit 7 onto Leesville Road.
I'm not nobody that's trying to like take them for granted. I'm like, okay, let me just watch. So now they fussing and arguing. It's getting more heated. And I get off the porch. Now when I stand up, I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? And they pretty much ain't trying to hear what I'm saying. They still arguing. In the midst of that, the little young 11-year-old boy, he was sitting on a pink and white Barbie bike. The ones that had the sparkle strings off the ends and you gotta rip them off so it don't look as girly. He on one of them bikes. This ain't like these boys ride around on nice bicycles. It's like the Barbie bike got a black motherfucking mongoose tire on the front and it got a Huffy tire on the back. Like, this ain't these little hood boys and that's their transportation. But he get off, he drop the bike and he pull out a big ass revolver gun to the point when he holding, his wrist is kind of pointing down because it's so heavy. But he holding it up high so it's still aiming something.
Use the right lane to take exit 7 onto Leesville Road.
And his boy behind him, the boy that's popping shit about the mall shooting, he like, yo, put that down. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? He like, nah, fuck it, I'm about to blow these boys. And I'm looking, I'm like, yo, bro, don't I know you? I didn't know that little boy from a can of fucking paint. But I'm like, bro, don't I know you?
Take the exit, then turn right onto Leesville Road.
You mean to tell me you don't be in Tarboro like that? Everybody in
At the light, use the right lane to turn onto Leesville Road.
He was like, yeah, I do be in Tarboro. My mom be in Tarboro. Hook, line, sinker, I connect you, got your ass. Never seen him before. He like, oh yeah.
Turn right.
These guys cool, they cool. So the dude that was popping about the mall shooting, he like, yo, you alright, but you need to watch for these fuck niggas around you. Well, he ain't say that. He said, look, y'all cool, you cool, but you need to start hanging with these fuck niggas. Now, I'm like, yo, look, bro, we trying to vibe, we trying to chill, we out here smoking weed, we don't want no problems with y'all, we just gonna vibe out, kick it. Look, when y'all walk past here,
in about 3 miles, turn left onto Lakefront Drive.
Talk crazy to us, because we just trying to sit out here and kick it. Y'all won't even know we out here. So, slap five with them, kept it cool. But when I turn around, my boy Tommy is no longer on the porch. He's no longer on the porch. So it's me and Casey are finna get shot by this little 11-year-old boy. And
stay in the middle lane.
Friends. So it put me in the mindset like, yo, this is not only the grown-ups, this town is toxic. Like, and these kids, they got to see it, they adapt. It's not like they just moving around and nobody put them in position to do this shit. Like, some of them, they got positions so bad they just end up in those moves. But then you got the ones where they're planted to be inside these moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they planted to be killers. They planted at a young age, so by the time you just soaking it up and it's just another day in the life. And I noticed that because me knowing body language, like I said, the gun was so heavy that if he would have held it at like eye level, it would have been aiming at our kneecaps. He aiming it above his head because he's like, okay, it's still gonna go a little bit higher, but it's gonna hit something, stomach, chest, something. So it's like, yo, these ain't the average kids that you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? These ain't those guys. Then I find out a couple years later that the little boy that put a gun out was shot. Like he got hit up real bad. I'm not sure if he died, but he got hit up real bad. And with me, it was sad because like, yo, I fully know you never got your time or your energy or even a chance at a good life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I thank God for the foster home, because if not, I would have been a Rocky Mount hood, baby. I would have been the same way. I grew up in Tarboro, but just the mannerisms of it and my family mostly being in Rocky Mount, it would have came to a point where I have to move back and I have to stay there to go through what I'm going through with the rest of my family like I did when I graduated. So just seeing what these kids got to go through, like, it just messed me up when I found out he got shot later on. But at the same time, it's like, these kids know what they're into. They might not fully know the consequence, but they fully know, okay, I'm part of this, I'm with this. Like, they're not cutting slack on kids, you know what I'm saying? Nowhere, anywhere you see these kids going there, like I said, the city of gods, where you see, they ain't cutting slack on these kids. You're a part of the movement. Now, Rocky Mount is a lot better than what it used to be, if you ask me. Rocky Mount's a lot better. People still get smoked, people still get cooked, but I feel like the damage that was being done at that time period, like, it was a lot of child shooting robberies. Like, at that time period, it was a lot of females getting locked up too for armed robberies, finessing, females getting locked up on gang charges and all this stuff. It's like, it just let me know.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Lakefront Drive.
Rocky Mount just let me know it's one of those areas where it can happen to anybody, anywhere, anytime. You could possibly get caught in the middle of something you don't even know. Like, example, me, I had nothing to do with these boys' beef, but it kind of steered on to me to where I'm finna get smoked by a child. This boy ain't even old enough to goddamn, I can't say he ain't old enough to have sex, because he probably did already, but in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even old enough to wrap his mind around a lot of the shit that he doing, but he ready to put that iron on our ass. And if I went to Jedi mind treat this little young ass like a mama would, like, I know you and you know better, man, he would have been 3 bodies up, or 3 older niggas as a child. He would have probably been an even quicker, bigger hood legend. But that's why I just be learning about Rocky Mount. Moral of the story, pick your friends wisely. Stay by yourself. Watch your room, and never be stuck on the fact of, if this person say I'm good, I'm good. If you can say, oh, I can walk through the hood with this or that person, all of us are human beings. But like, comment, subscribe, let's go.